In five, four, three, two, and one. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending Strive's Construction and Maintenance graduation. My name is Letitia Smith, and I am the Director of Training and Admissions here at Strive. And as I always like to say, I'm also a graduate of 2002. So graduation is always an exciting moment. Today makes 36 years, pretty much 2020, that Strive has been in existence. Strive started in 1984 in a public housing basement, and now we're this big national organization across the country, serving over 75,000 students. And today we get to celebrate our amazing graduates who not only push themselves to challenging themselves to actually going through several weeks of training, but had to shift and work online. It's not always easy to work online, to show your face, to meet people not in person, learning to interact and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You've challenged yourself not only through our job readiness training, but you also went through our Solar One initiative. Solar One, thank you for allowing us to even have this training. You also had to shift and recreate your curriculum just to provide our students with something that was solid. And you have definitely done that. It's a great honor and a pleasure to have worked with each and every one of the graduates here today. All of you had your own challenges and obstacles that you had to push through, but through adversity comes success. And today marks your official graduation, where you not only have obtained your OSHA 30 certifications, you've gotten your site safety training certs, you're allowed now to work on a construction site as well as maintenance, whatever you decide to do. Just know that Strive has your back. I like to thank our executive team, all the Strive staff, each and every one of our funders, and those other affiliates who support Strive throughout this country. This is very trying times, and it makes me feel so excited just to know that Strive is in existence, not only here for the staff, but to help our students. Just know as graduates, not only do you get to wear the Strive badge, but you also are allowed to come back for more training, to get job assistance, to get counseling, just in case things aren't going the way you expect. We all go through different obstacles in our lives, but just know that Strive will always be here to assist you with all of your needs. Please tell your friends, your family about Strive and the great work that we're doing. Our next training actually starts next Friday for maintenance. So please, if you have anybody that is interested, just call our number at 212-360-1100, 212-360-1100. You can also go to strive.org to learn more about our organization. We're also on Facebook, Instagram. So please spread the word. This is a very, very important time in our lives, that we're pushing through this pandemic one day at a time. But as they say, we're all in this together. And together is what makes this organization so great. So next, I'd like to introduce our Managing Director of the Career Path Training Program, Ms. Rochelle Days. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Cycle 3, congratulations, you made it. It has been a pleasure to get to know each and every single one of you. I think your futures are all bright. I saw your resumes, and I'm so excited about your next steps. I would like to pause to introduce your specific employment specialist. Her name is Jill Pilar, and Jill will be working with you directly for you to gain positions within the maintenance and construction industry. Jill is an amazing, and you have access to her every single day of the week from 9 to 5. I'll turn it over to Jill.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? I hope you can. I just wanted to say I'm just so proud of all of you that you got through this. I know during this time of uncertainty, it's hard to make decisions about the future because often, you know, fear can get in the way, but none of you allowed fear to dictate the choices that you have made for yourself so far. You all chose to commit to completing this program. You chose to wake up every morning, log into Zoom, attend classes every day. That was a choice. You also chose to stay positive during very unstable times, which was very hard. You could have chose differently, but you didn't. You see, your choices, they really do matter. The choices you've made thus far have now created new opportunities for yourself and for your families. So just remember that you have the ability to change your outcome by the choices you make. So just keep choosing wisely. I'm excited to work with all of you. It's going to be great. I look forward to seeing you at Job Club every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm available. You can call me anytime. I've spoken to a lot of you and I've really gotten to know a lot of you. And I'm excited for what lies ahead for all of you. So congratulations.
Thank you, Jill. I really appreciate you. Next, I'd like to introduce our community liaison. His name is Mr. Terrence Byerson, and in his role, Terrence is out in the community making sure that we have all of the supporting partnerships that we need to support your development all throughout your career pathway moving forward for a lifetime. Strive has a lifetime commitment to each and every single one of you. So without further ado, I want to introduce Terrence Byerson.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, everybody should give themselves a round of applause because of the accomplishment that you have just completed. These are different times nowadays. What we're going through is definitely different. And for you guys to put in the work and the effort to, as Jill said, wake up every morning. This is something different. If this was a movie right now, or if this was TV, this would be like 3D right now, because it's surreal. What we're going through is surreal. But so this would be like a 3D movie. And the 3Ds that you guys have intimated, that you guys have created, was the dream, the desire, and the drive. So you guys have put that into effect in order to be successful where you are right now. And you need to keep those 3Ds as you move on to your careers. As long as you have those, the dream, the desire, and the drive, you will succeed. Coming through this program through Strive, I know it was very difficult, especially because what we're going through now, a lot of you probably is the first time you've ever had to do something virtually. I know for myself, it's the first time I had to do something virtually, working virtually for long, extended periods of time. But I want you guys to always realize that what you've done is what's in you. You have that fortitude, you have that strength, you have that power to succeed in whatever you need to do. And as Rochelle said earlier, we are here to help you moving on. Once you become part of Strive, you're here for Strive for life. So if you have any roadblocks, any advice needed, anything needed to help you to be the people that you are supposed to be, that you want to be, that you're striving to be for yourself and your family, by all means, know that we at Strive is your family and we will always be here for you. So not to keep carrying on, but I'm really excited that you guys completed this because you are on the front line of this new normal that we are experiencing nowadays. And you have completed it with flying colors, and I'm proud of everyone. And I wish everyone well in their next journey into this life of being completed and being successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Byerson. Appreciate your words. And thank you, Jill, as well. Next, I'd like to introduce Solo One's instructor, Mr. Josh Vedder.
Hello, everybody. Back. It's good to see everybody again. I actually was starting to miss you guys a little bit. And I was thinking back, I was sitting down trying to figure out what I was going to do for this graduation. Should I write a speech? And I realized that, you know, the stuff I'm normally used to, they don't apply. That stuff doesn't apply anymore. We're in different times right now. We're doing things differently than we've ever done it before. This is a different graduation than we've ever seen before. It was a different class than we've ever seen before. And first of all, I want to, you know, let you know that I thank you guys for attending. You actually give me something to do on the days when I'm not teaching. It just doesn't feel the same. I look forward to coming into class, especially this group. And I'm not I'm not even just trying to, because we're in graduation, make you guys feel good, but I'm being totally honest. The days that I taught you guys, I really looked forward to it. And it was a fun class. It was a good group. And you're going to think back years from now, because I said this in class too. I promise you these times will pass. Things will move on at some point. And you're going to look back to these times. You're going to say, a lot of people didn't do very much with this time. What you guys did is you made a choice to do something different with your life, to go and spend time and to make the most of this time. And you will think back to that, and hopefully you'll think about this pandemic, and you won't think of it as totally a negative thing, but that you made use of the time that you had. So I hope that that's somewhat encouraging to you. I hope you all keep in touch. You are all now part of the Solar One family. Please come by, please visit us. I hope to see people at our lab so we can actually show you some of what we do in person. But aside from that, I really hope that you guys move forward with all of your goals and that you achieve the successes that you want to achieve. Thank you again, and it was really a pleasure teaching you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Josh. We appreciate everything you have done for our graduates. Next, I'd like to introduce an amazing lead trainer, Mr. Clarence K. Jackson.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm astounded to be part of this graduation. You all represent the first inaugural class for our virtual training. You all gave us an opportunity to spread our own wings, for us to pivot and sidestep and find our way into, as Mr. Byerson said, this new normal. Congratulations, graduates, on your ability to not only adapt and pivot, but make the most of your situations. Each of you came not knowing what to expect. Each of you came and tried to make the most of a situation that kind of threw all of us asunder. I'm encouraged by the fortitude. I remember the first week, you all encouraged us because we too were new to this. It was like, damn, how are we going to do a virtual training? What is the things that we're going to need to do? Are they going to feel the same? And constantly we heard the sense of family and togetherness and community, and to see people still transverse the obstacles as if it was in person shows so much of your own fortitude, shows so much of who you're going to be and how you're going to be able to grow in life and grow towards your careers. Each of you have brought something different, and I'm glad to see so much growth, not only personally, but also professionally. Guys, it's a lot going on in this world, a lot going on in your personal life. From just looking right now, I'm looking out my window and I notice that the trees are moving. So there's going to be a lot of trees that's going to get in your way. And I hope that y'all can overcome the fear of trees and become so much more like Ms. Blackman has done over the time that we've been together. I remember the time that you guys took the master's course, and the questions about who are you made you kind of think, because you never had that chance to think about yourselves before. Then all of you rose to the occasion. I'm looking at you now and I see such strength. And I hope that you all just take that and move forward with your lives, knowing that we are a resource, that we are a community, and we will continue to have your back, continue to be there for you. You have given me more of a anchor to know that I too can be as great as you. Thank you for allowing me and allowing Strive this opportunity to be part of your story. I will continue to live that story explicitly. Graduates, congratulations. It has been an honor and a privilege to be your instructor. CHAREICE, stop being scared of the trees. Don't be scared of the trees. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations.
Okay, next, thank you, Mr. Jackson. We will be presenting the certificates of completion.
First up, I would like to call OTTO AVELLAN. OTTO, you were one of the first to be able to showcase how much this works, how much Strive works. And I've seen you open up in ways that brought a tear to my eye because it allowed me to see so much of your own strength. I am so proud of you, sir. Continue to blossom, continue to grow, continue to be the man that you know that you can be. Congratulations, OTTO.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. uh, I I found Strive through the labor department. I had been looking online for a program to better myself, and I came down and out. I was like bummed out that last year I must have applied over close to 200 jobs, and I know this because Indeed keeps an account of all the jobs that you apply. And I went on many interviews, and I kept saying, to myself, what's wrong? There's something, I'm not doing something right, and not being able to find work and not working for a year. I was out of money, and I didn't know what to do. So I found Strive through one of the reps from the labor department, and I was very excited when I started because I came here and I know I realized a lot of things about myself. It wasn't, I kept playing victim and blaming the whole world that I can't find a job, there's something wrong with these companies. But I've realized that it was what I was doing wrong on the interviews, lacking confidence, not speaking clearly, not conveying what I want. And being that I've worked in construction, Strive had the perfect program working in learning about maintenance, and we learned about interviewing skills. We learned a lot about ourselves, and this whole video was kind of tough. This new venue of meetings with all everything, the pandemic, everything. So I am grateful for Strive and for everyone, for Ms. Smith, Jackson, for Show, everyone, the professors, and thank you very much. I'm very excited for this day.
Congrats again, OTTO.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Derek Bates Jr. Derek is a great man who persevered with so much. When I learned of a lot of the handicaps that he was facing and just his perseverance to push through those things. And he puts them front and center so that no one can ever hold him. And Derek, that is something that I really admire about you, that you live explicitly, that you allow yourself to just be. And you've allowed yourself to grow. I remember you being the first one to always dress up. I remember you being the first one to say, listen, I'm going to call in, but I'm going to fix this so I can get my video on. That level of perseverance is something that is greatly admirable about you, sir. Continue to use that as you transverse this new normal, sir. Congratulations once again, Derek.
But like Mr. Jackson just said, when I started, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far because I couldn't get the camera working. Then when I got the camera working, I thought I was gonna make it too far because I thought I already had the experience I needed for the for job interviews, so there wouldn't be any more room. But just as Miss Smith said, she said I was gonna learn a lot of new things though, so I can't say that I already have all the experience I need. And as days went by, learning new strategies definitely opened my eyes to a whole new aspect of job interviewing. Now I'm just looking forward to using my new skills, my new knowledge to conquer my dream job, which is in the maintenance field. Any job in the maintenance field is my dream job. I love working with my hands. I like to thank my mother, Allison Davis, who's in here for supporting me. My brother Brandon Bates was here as well for supporting me. And my father, who hasn't made it yet, but he's still trying. I pass it on to y'all. Appreciate it.
Congrats again, Derek. The next person I would like to call is Miss CHAREICE BLACKMAN. CHAREICE has come a long way. I remember her cursing me out several times because she got an attitude. And just goes to show you the effects of what this training does. It allowed her to tape her attitude, and not only that, find its root cause so that she become that much more powerful. She is an electric woman who, even through virtual training, I was able to feel her energy and her enthusiasm for life. I am so very proud of you, CHAREICE. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I wasn't that bad. But I would like to thank everyone at Strive. I would like to thank all my classmates because they actually helped push me and, you know, find the woman that I truly am. Not what I was being, but who I was designed to be. So I will keep pushing forward, and I encourage everybody else to push forward. And I hope we all can meet in the near future and chop it up, eat, do something, have fun. Thanks again to Strive. Thanks again to my classmates.
Thank you, Ms. Blackman, and congrats. Next, I would like to call MANNY DELUNA. Is MANNY here? MANNY is not here. We'll come back to him. Julian Gonzalez. Is Julian here? Julian is not here as well. JAHDÉ Long, yes. This young man has been a pleasure to train. His enthusiasm for trying to find his anchor when we did our mock interviews. He doesn't have a long employment history, so he always connected things to football. And it was good seeing that, just that enthusiasm, that leadership quality, and just to hear his zeal for life. I know that he's going to go far. Congratulations, Mr. Long.
Thank you. So before Strive, when I graduated high school, I came to New York at 17, thinking that that finding a job was gonna be easy. And then I always blamed it on my age, like, oh, maybe I'm just 17. I was just waiting until I'm 18. And then when I was 18, I realized it was still hard. So then that's when my mom told me about Strive. And like, I never heard of Strive until she told me. So I took a chance, and then I went on Strive. And then I want to appreciate Mr. Jackson and Miss Smith and all the staff and my classmates for helping me figure out what I was doing wrong and helping my growth. This took like a huge impact on my life because it's just like, it's helped me get into adult life since like I'm still new to this. I just want to appreciate everyone for helping me, everything. And thank you again.
Thank you for believing in us and believing in yourself, sir. Congratulations again. All right. The next person I would like to call is Mr. Marquel Martin. So when Marquel started, he was a shadow. He would always sit in the darkest part of his home, but he always has something powerful to say. And like a dragon coming out of a tunnel, he started to show himself, and we started to see more and more of him. And that's kind of epitomizes his trajectory throughout this entire training. He started off very reserved and to himself till becoming this powerful voice and recognizing the ambition that you have and the talents that you have, Mr. Martin. I hope that you continue to stay out in the open and allow your voice to continue to be as strong as it is. Congratulations, Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Samo. Thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity that Strive gave me in seeing the potential that I have. And I was definitely learned a lot with Strive, and I learned how to work on myself as a person and work on my interviewing skills and the things that I would need to know in my future career. So I would like to thank y'all, for everybody, all my classmates and everybody else that's stuck through this difficult situation and had the willpower to just overcome it. I appreciate y'all. I want to thank everybody that supported me. Thanks.
Now, see, look at his screen. It's full of light. He never had this much light during training. So I want to congratulate you on the level of light, Marquel.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, the next person I would like to call is Miss Combs. Miss McCombs is not with us today. Let's move on to the next. Demetrius REVANDER. Demetrius had a lot going on during this entire thing, and he gives me so much energy because he was juggling being a father and at the same time going to work, and he was always come on with such bubbly energy as if life was just this big ball of fun. So I was very encouraged every time he was able to get on, and even when he missed some things, he would make it a point to make sure he completed things. He gave opportunities to other people. He was just really helpful and just epitomizes that community feeling that we all was able to generate during this training. Thank you for your energy and for you just being you. Demetrius, congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I feel like I came every day expecting this class to be just like, you know, so hard and so different. And as soon as we got in, it was just like the best class setting I could even imagine. Like, this online class setting has been amazing. The students we've been working with, really cool. Everybody was like very friendly, nice to get along with. We all had the same motive and we wanted to get through this. I'm very happy for Strive being here. I told myself in the beginning that I was working, and before Strive even came and I just looked at it, I said, if this was an online class, it'd be so good for me because I wanted to spend time with my family and also be able to take this class. So it was just, you know, even though it's a pandemic and everything, it was still a blessing for me to be able to do this at home and be with my kids and be with my family and get this knowledge as well. You know, waking up early is giving me a sense of organization. Because even though I'm working early in the morning, you know, it's just like everything's slow. You know, you want to wake up, you want to keep going, you got to keep living your life. I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm happy to be a graduate. I'm happy to be here with everybody as well, all the team that's been working with us. We appreciate you guys. Just a big thank you to y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for believing in us and believing in yourself. Next person I would like to call up is Taylor Stevens. Now, Taylor is a Renaissance man after my own heart. It was one of the better parts of our training was just spending 10, 15 minutes scavenging Taylor's room because he has all these artifacts and antiques, and he's a man of incredible talents with backstories, and just realizing that he was now trying to find himself in spite of all of the things he's already accomplished. It has been an honor and a pleasure to get to know you, Mr. Stevens. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That really means a lot. It's funny because one of the things that there's a quote that comes to mind by the artist Vincent van Gogh, and I think it can be applied to, you know, the class that we had completed, this being the first virtual class. And of course, you know, it's a nautical one, but the quote is, "The fishermen know that the sea is dangerous and the storm is terrible, but they have never found these dangers sufficient reason to remain ashore." I think that's a perfect metaphor for everyone you know, like you said, waking up every day, coming in, smiles on their faces, interacting, and you know, being able to complete this and be a part of a program that can help so many people and has helped myself as well included. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. And I've made friends here, and I've made, you know, what's the word? Business acquaintances and what have you. So just wanted to say thank you very much.
Taylor, thank you. You've definitely been a pillar of support and positivity for a lot of us, myself included. We are all better for knowing you. Thank you, sir. And the next person I would like to call is Justin Torres. Justin too opened up tremendously and grew. He too started off very soft-spoken and withdrawn to also becoming such a powerful voice, a man of great introspection and insight, and has been somebody who recognizes so much what he can do. I'm glad that you are now fully engulfed in the light as well, Mr. Torres. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. First off, I would just like to say thank you to you and Mrs. Smith, and then all the staff. This program has definitely opened my eyes to several things that I might have not done or might have gone wrong about it. I definitely opened my mind to new things and even learn new things upon this training. Um, Also, the my classmates, they're awesome, amazing people, with each of their own stories behind them. And it was just so great to be a part of this, to actually be a pioneer to this whole thing. And uh, yeah, I knew that when I started that I would have to come out of my shell, but I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And one of the things that I do think about when I think about going into an uncomfortable situation is Star Wars. Very big into Star Wars, love Jedi's, love the Sith. But one thing I took from Star Wars that I always carry with me is the master and the apprentice thing. I always I always knew that when I'm learning something, that I've become the apprentice, and that it's my job to soak up all the information and be able to use that information into real life situations. And that's something I always carry with me, and I always like to, you know, strive, as they say. So thank you all. I'm very appreciative, and I'm very glad that we all got through this swiftly.
Thank you all. And I too, I'm going to kind of sum up what you meant about the Sith and the Jedi and how that I'm gonna bring in an excerpt from our courage poem as I close up today. So thank you for that, Justin, and congratulations. All right, the next person that I would like to call up is TECQUAN Webster. TECQUAN was very funny because he always had these plaques of math and science and arts on his background, and I was like, oh, he just out here trying to show off. Why he not sitting somewhere else? And remind me of JAHDÉ, who just like had his jersey in the background. Like every day, I wanted to just put all my accomplishment out, but it goes to show that it was allowing them to really feel confidence about themselves and confidence in their achievements, and that's something I want you to hold on to. You've done a lot. You've persevered, you've grown, you've succeeded, you've achieved. Remember that as you start going on interviews, as you started getting these promotions, remember you are a man of achievements. Walk, talk, live as such. Congratulations, Mr. Webster. I thought I saw him. Okay. Next person is Mr. Wiggins. Now, Mr. Wiggins was always on the move. He was in and out of. He was in and out. So for me, it always started to feel like, is he really participating? Is he really getting it? And then we hit week 3, and he regurgitated everything. And then he started to talk. When we got into the personal development side, we were doing the poems of courage and talking about hearing myself for the first time and hear what I'm not saying. And Darnell had all of this insight and all of these great words, and I was like, yo, this man was just out there just taking it in and being so insightful, and then hearing his story and the things that he had to persevere, and just knowing that he was such a great man just hiding in the background. Darnell, I would love to see you forward because we need your voice, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I would like to say I'd like to thank God for leading me to find you guys, because my life before this was very, very rough, and I thought I had to do wrong things to get right, and this was one of the right things that I did. So I'm actually proud that I found you guys, Mr. Jackson, Mrs. Smith. I started to feel like Mrs. Smith was an aunt, you know, and I kind of took everything, and by associating with everybody, kind of came on my shelf. So I'm kind of glad I took these steps. Thank you, Mrs. Verna, Mrs. Jill. Thank you, guys.
Thank you again for believing in us, and more importantly, believing in yourself. The next person I would like to call up is Mr. Julian Gonzalez. Julian is a very poised and polished young man, seemingly great dad, very in tune with his kid, and just really had a great insight for the work, had great knowledge, a great knowledge base, and he really showed that when you really want something, if you're focused on it, it becomes that much easier to achieve. Julian, it's been amazing being your instructor. Congratulations, sir.
So much. Thank you so much to everyone that made this possible, all my classmates, you guys too, for the effort and everything. Thank you so much. I have nothing but great things to say about the classes that we took. The process is amazing. So thank you guys. I just want to let you guys know that right off the back, I started using all the knowledge and all the things that helped me overcome many difficulties while attending the class. So thank you guys. I felt really like I had a really strong support system, and it really helped me, and it shows. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Julian. Once again, I wanted to congratulate all of the graduates, those who are not here and those who are here. You all have done tremendous work to make sure that you should be recognized for that. I would like to leave you all with an excerpt from the courage poem that we all shared. Courage is the most beautiful of all human expression. Courage, as I see it, is an act in the face of fear. We only need courage when we are afraid, which means that we need courage almost all of the time because we are afraid of something almost all of the time. Strong people create circumstances which serve their needs and desires. And if you are a person of circumstance, the cure for that disease is courage. My advice to myself is do these things which you fear and keep doing them until you are no longer afraid. Then you will become a master of your fate. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I look forward to that master class.
Okay.
I got you, Julian. Just check your email tonight.
Congratulations, everybody. Now let's get this work. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, congratulations. The next person that I would like to bring up is our most illustrious executive director, She is a phenomenal woman who embodies courage and straightforwardness and living explicitly. I would like to call up Miss Lakeithia Furby.
Hey, everybody. Congratulations. I'm so impressed with all of you. First, that you took this opportunity to invest in yourselves and to see opportunity when the world around us is going crazy. And I want to just thank you. And I want to say, as to echo the words that other team members have shared, is that you're surrounded by a team at Strive. They are all so passionate about helping people and giving back to the community. And they impress me every day with their commitment and their drive and their just love for helping their fellow man. And I want to say, let you all know that what they say is the truth. I have personally seen each and every one of these people give of themselves way more than anything could have been asked. And so I just want to say again, congratulations on completing this part in your journey. Hold on for a second, please. Thank you. Completing this part in your journey. The world that we know is changing every day. And so you guys took a step and embarked in a new format that is, and went with it. And that is so exciting, and it is to be embraced. And we don't know what the world is going to look like in a few months from now. I do know that thankfully construction jobs are opening back up again. And we're able to see, so right now on tomorrow's Job Club, which hopefully you guys will be logging into tomorrow's Job Club, and Jill will be there and Tara will be there. The entire business development team works tirelessly to keep connecting with employers so they can help you get your next step, whatever that may be. And so I hope that you guys will be there on Job Club tomorrow and that you'll be cheering you on. From my vantage point as executive director, I get to see a lot of people's pathways. And I want you to know that every one of your pathways will be different. Some of you will get a job this week. Some of you will get a job next week. Some of you will get a job as a laborer. Someone will get a job, just a whole host of different opportunities. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities that exist and not to turn them away. If you have cautions or concerns about them, talk it over with Jill. Jill is always available to kind of work things through with people and understand the opportunities. But we just don't know what the new world is going to look like. I do know that as people who have done digital education and shown perseverance through these times, you have already demonstrated that you are ready to take the next step and ready to be just a crucial role for whatever employers have opportunities that fit your needs. And I wanted to say congratulations again, and thank you to the families and friends who've been here supporting us. Thank you for choosing Strive. We are your partner here. And as many people have echoed, we will be with you lockstep. Julia will be following up with you to see how things are going once your job starts, to find out how Jill will be there to help you when you're ready for your next job and your promotion. So we follow up with people. So far this year, we've reached out to over 2,000 graduates just to say, hey, we're still here. What do you need from us? How can we support you? And we will continue in doing that. So I wanted to say, welcome, congratulations, welcome to the Strive community. I am so proud of you and so thankful for you for taking this time to join us and join our community. And good luck. If there's ever anything I can do, please feel free to reach out. I can't wait to see what you do next on your journey. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Lakeithia. This concludes our graduation today, but if anyone would like to stick around and talk to one another, please feel free. Again, Strive is your family. Reach out to us and definitely let everybody know if you got a new job. You'll definitely get incentives for your pay stubs, and we'll follow up on you for the next 2 years. Congratulations, you deserve nothing but the best. Be kind to yourself and remember to strive. Take care, everybody, and thanks for attending.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, guys.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Congratulations.
You did it. You did it.
Yes. You got this.
So proud of all of you.
Where's the party at?
Right here.
Right here. Party.
Hey, hey,
Party,
hey,
great.
hey.
My team.